Hey guys, Captain Taylor here with SaltyScales.com. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do a DIY, so do-it-yourself rod holders. What we're doing is trying to prevent the clutter in the garage, in the spare room. We just want to clean up some of these rods. And with this simple project, you can hang your rods from the ceiling or place them on the wall. And guys, this is going to make your wife happy, so you're going to get brownie points. So follow along and I'll show you what you need to complete this project. Alright guys, so a few essential things that you'll need is a couple boards, 1x4, 1x4s, and they are pine boards. You can use whatever board you want. These will be approximately 42 inches long. As you can see, I've already marked them here, and I'll be cutting them in just a moment. You also need a jigsaw with a fine blade to prevent splintering, and a cut bit and a drill in order to make your 2-inch holes. And that's of course where the rods will go, so you'll need those. You also need some fine sandpaper and a sander if you'd like. And here I got some clear, guys, and this is the Rust-Oleum glow-in-the-dark clear. So what that'll do is it'll go on clear, and obviously if I need to get in the garage and keep the lights low and be quiet or whatever, that'll help me locate the rods, and it'll glow just like we want it to. Alright, so first things first, guys, I use this C-clamp to hold the board in place. What I'm going to do is, since it's a small cut, I'm just going to use this jigsaw to cut the board to my 42-inch length. Nice and smooth. Alright, go ahead and do the other one.
Tie your C-clamp down, prevent your board from moving, line this up, and make your clean cuts.
Easy peasy. And I'll have a little excess for future projects. Alright guys, so in order to make your pilot holes and your holes in this board, you want to center them out. With a 42-inch board, you want to start 3 inches from the edge of the board and make your first hole. At that point, you want to make a hole every 4 inches. And that'll give you your alignment, and everything will be perfectly done there. What you can do in order to make sure these are perfectly even is you can lay your boards on top of one another like so, clamp them down. So let me do that. Alright, got both of my clamps in place, guys. So first things first, we can mark dead center of this board. And again, I want to make sure these boards are perfectly straight. At least as straight as I can get them. So dead center, of course, is going to be 2 inches, guys. And I want to come over 3 inches. Alright. Now I got my starting point. Take your drill. Alright guys, and so from this point on, what you do, like I said before, is you just measure every 4 inches and drill your hole.
tell you I got pulled over this morning?
What?
Did I tell you I got pulled over this morning?
No.
Yeah.
You get a ticket?
Sure did.
Damn, man. How fast were you going? What did he get you at?
101 miles an hour.
No.
Yeah.
What the what are you doing?
Trying to get to work on time.
That ain't good, man. That's,
I mean, I would have gotten to work on time. Plenty of time. I think that pulled over.
dang. That sucks.
You know how?
Not too shabby. Alright guys, so if you haven't figured it out yet, I'm no carpenter, and this is a fishing project, so I figured I'd show you how you can make these little rounded corners. Simplest way to do it, grab you a thing, a leader, go right to the edge, and follow the line, follow the circle. This is going to give us that smooth round corner that we're looking for. Just do that to all four corners. So take it all the way to the edge. And again, you're going to be sanding this, guys, so don't worry about the marker. And one last one over here. Alright guys, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this jigsaw to cut the corners. Remember guys, what I was telling you about the little blue circle or the blue line for your corners? Don't worry about them, because watch. Nice and smooth. Alright guys, so what I'm doing is I'm just planing over this board here, smoothing it down, removing any of these fine or sharp edges. And if you could take your sander and get in there like I'm showing you, like I was just doing, what that does is just bevels this and it makes it really smooth so it's not scratching up your rods, guys. And of course I'll take some sandpaper by hand and get in there and get inside. Sanding that one, but this gives you an idea of the rough one compared to the sanded semi-finished one. Alright guys, so now we're probably at what most would consider is the most complicated part of the project. It's really not too complex. I'm not going to get a protractor and a square out and make these lines perfect. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the lines. You have to cut the one board, and this is going to be for how the rod tips slip in and out. And all I'm doing is I'm kind of just eyeballing it, buttoning it up to this circle, getting my angle just right, and marking it just like so. And then all you got to do is from that point on, all I'm doing is I'm taking 1 inches. I'm measuring 1 inches of that at that same angle. So for example, right there, approximately. And I'm just marking it on the board like so. And I'm going right down the line and doing that. There we are. So 1 inches. Try to stay on that line, and that'll give you your second angle, or your second mark for your angle. I mean, you could get precise with this, guys, but I mean, I don't know that it's necessary for this particular project, unless you're selling them, of course. Then you might want to perfect them. But these are going to be pretty spot on as it is, and I'm just, you can see how I'm just quickly going. You can see how evenly they are, and I'm really doing it, you know, with just the tape measure and my level here. I'm not a carpenter, guys, I'm a fisherman. So that's that. Now all I'll do is get the jigsaw back out and cut these lines, and we'll be getting closer to completion. Just put my C-clamp back on, guys, so I can hold my board somewhat steady while I take the saw to it. Just kidding. Might want to plug it in first, guys. First tip. It's probably going to be the best tip of this whole video, so I hope you jot it down. What do you guys think? So far so good? Well, let's keep going. Product. That's the rough, not quite finished product. Now I gotta sand it down. Yeah man, it's snow cone time. Let's get one. Come
you doing today?
Pretty good.
Good.
I'll take me a cowabunga.
Cowabunga.
Kona ice.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Yeah, that works. Cowabunga.
Did you want to make yours down there? Or?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Hey, can you hold that? Thanks. You want to give him some money, brother?
Yeah, I want some more too, though.
Oh, man. Give him some money.
No problem.
Bella, you got to come. I want a snow cone mug. Oh, no better treat than to get something like this on a hot day. I didn't think you were going to get around here, bud.
I'll tell you.
Alright guys, so I'm just using the floor to make sure it's flush with the back. If you just lay it like so. You could drill pilot holes, guys, but for this particular project I'm not. The pine's very soft and the screws go right in. So I just wanted to show you this here. Just lay it flat on the ground and drill right in, and you'll get a nice flush mount. Now this thing's ready to be hung on the ceiling so you can get your rods up off the floor. Alright guys, just finished installing it. I think it turned out really good, guys. So much cleaner than the store-bought one. Honestly, I mean, I got that up there, and the reason I say that is because it separates the rods and the reels perfectly to where they're not stacked up on one another. Like, look at this. You know what kind of pain in the neck it is to try to get your rod and reel out of that? It is a pain in the butt, and I think I spent like 80 bucks on that. And you got this one over here that I spent literally 20 bucks on, and of course the time. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you.